This video is about translating the voice of the customer critical quality tree into datasets and recognizing the type of data in the dataset. Well, suppose Scolato sends invoices to municipalities. So that's a product, an invoice. And it's the output of a process. And the first step of the process is receive and process the registration for an e-learning. The second step is draft the concept invoice. The third step is check the invoice, and that's a waste, right? Because it doesn't add any value, but I think it's necessary. And the fourth step is send the invoice to the customer, the municipality. The last step could be receiving the payment or sending a reminder. Okay. I want to know the voice of the customer of the municipality. And they say they want to receive correct invoices at the right time. So I need to ask them a couple of more questions to really get to know the voice of the customer. And then it becomes clear they want to receive the invoice on time. And that's delivered within 20 working days of registration. They also want to receive a correct invoice, so it must comply with law and regulations. So, for instance, the tax should be on it, the value-added tax. They must also comply with their own specification, so it should contain a purchase order number. And they want to receive invoices with a maximum of 10 lines on it. Okay, so this is the voice of the customer critical quality tree, and the invoice must contain categorical data, counted data, and we should have continuous data in our dataset because we need to measure time. So we need to look at the datasets. The thing of which we measure things is the invoice, and it gets a number. What do we measure, count, or categorize of an invoice? If it complies with law and regulations, if it complies with their own specifications, how many lines are on it, and how long it took to deliver it to the municipality in business days. So when you look at this data set, you can see that it contains continuous data, discrete data, and categorical data. So we need this data if you want to improve the process of producing invoices. And you must be capable of designing such an ideal data set, recognize what type of data is in it, so you know what you can do with the data further on in your improvement project.